Are you one of these people that thinks everybody else is a leader except you? This is a common misconception, and I want to help you to understand that you don't need to have a team to be a leader. So stick with me, because this week we're going to shift some mindsets around that. Hi, this is Grant Herbert, VUCA Leadership and Sustainable Performance Coach, and today I want to continue this conversation around leadership by helping you to understand that you are a leader. Last week we started this conversation looking at how leadership is changing in the current landscape. We're now in the age of AI. We've come out of that post-pandemic VUCA world. We used to be in an information world, and before that was the industrial age. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what area of leadership we are in, we still need to have these basic principles down pat, no matter which age we're working in. So we talked about the fact that there were 3 phases of leadership. The first one was personal leadership, which is all about you. The second was professional leadership, which is all about you getting results. And the third is around people leadership, which is about taking people on the journey with you. Within each of those areas, I talked about the 9 crucial shifts that every leader needs to make to be able to thrive and survive and be who they need to be as a leader in today's world. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to have a look at that first area of leadership, the one that's all about you, and that is personal leadership. I joked last week, in fact, it's probably not a joke because everybody says the same thing, that the most interesting person to lead on a daily basis is yourself. The conversations that you have and the strategies that you need to employ to get you over the line are a little bit different to working with other people. So let's have a look at why that is. Personal leadership is the foundation of all other areas of leadership. If you're not secure in yourself and have the confidence to lead yourself, then how do you expect to get results and to lead others as well? So if you've done some conventional leadership training where it's all about others and getting people to do what you want them to do, and delegation and communication and conflict and all those things, which are extremely important. But if you've done those things without working on the foundation of you, that's probably why you're not getting the results, even though you've done the training. So what I want to do today is make sure that you understand exactly what it is that you need to work on in your personal leadership so that you can become who you need to be to do those things. So last week I introduced you to the 3 areas. The 3 areas within personal leadership are your identity. This is all about how you feel about yourself. Your intelligence. This is about going beyond what you know and looking at things like your emotions and your social intelligence. And the third area is intention. This is about having a plan for your life, not being stuck in just the day-to-day of get up, do the same thing, go to bed. So what I want to do today is unpack those 3. And in each of those areas, indeed in the whole 9, I take people on a journey of where they are now, which is not getting them results they want, to where they need to be. And in each of those areas, there's a transformational shift that firstly starts in the mindset and then in the behavior. So if we have a look at the first one, which is your identity. Your identity is who you believe you are and who you believe you're not. And this is a key area that we need to work on so that we can remove the limiting beliefs and the roadblocks that are currently getting in your way. So the transition we want to do here is to go from being conflicted which is not being certain about who you are. It's lacking confidence. It's not really lining up with your thoughts and your true self. And it's about being led by other people and what they think and what they believe and getting approval on all those things. And it's shifting from that and going on a transformational journey to being congruent, to line up with your values, line up with who you truly are and what your beliefs are, to be more authentic, to be the real deal, to take off the mask and stop pretending to be who everybody wants you to be. And it's about cutting yourself some slack, giving yourself the okay to make mistakes, to get things wrong. It's about moving away from those three universal fears of not belonging, not being enough, and not being loved. This is a key area that I've had to work on for many, many years. And it's not until I got to a great place in that area that I could go anywhere beyond the ceiling that I'd put on myself. And this is the most exciting and rewarding area for me when I'm working with individuals, to help them to rewrite the conditioning that's gone on in their brain, to put new meanings around experiences, and to have a healthy identity based around self-approval. The second area is in your intelligence. As I said, it's about going beyond that singular intelligence of IQ, of your cognitive ability, to embracing the multiple intelligences that you have as a human being, and particularly your emotional intelligence and your social intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to be able to notice and name and navigate your emotions instead of suppressing them and ignoring them and all the crazy things that we're being taught to do. And instead of managing the emotion, learning to manage the response to the emotion, to realize that emotions are a good thing. They're a cue, they're a clue, they're designed to help. And social intelligence is the ability to be able to want to understand the emotions that others might be going through, to have empathy and to be able to serve them. And this is a key area that helps you in all areas of your leadership. And then the third area is intention. This is about going from being scattered, seat of the pants mentality, day to day. Let's just go from crisis to crisis and let's see what happens tomorrow, to having a clear plan on what you're doing all that for, to realign yourself with purpose and your values, and to, in a lot of cases, remember what it is that you started out doing what you're doing now for. It's way beyond a paycheck and the recognition and those things. It's about being able to set a new intention, a new pathway, a journey to get back to those things that you said that you wanted to have. It's about, who do I need to become so that I can get there? Remember, we need to be able to be who we need to be, to do the things we need to do, to have the results that we want to have. So it's about having an intentional journey set up that includes removing those roadblocks, adding resources that are in your personal development so that you can go from where you are now, the current reality, to where you want to go, the results that you want. So personal leadership, all about your identity, your intelligence, your intention. And what we're going to do in the weeks to come, once we've unpacked the other two areas of leadership, is I'm going to go right back to the start and we're going to work on your identity. So keep going on the journey with me. And if you're not one that wants to wait that long, if you're like I was and you got to the point where you said, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I want to fix this. I want to make sure I identify what's going wrong here. Why have I got this ceiling of self-worth that says when I get to this area, I sabotage it because I don't believe that I'm good enough? So I want to help you with that. But if you are not wanting to wait for that, then there's plenty of ways down here, up here, wherever you're watching this, to get in contact with me, because I love to help people to be able to do those things. And we can jump on a call and we can work out how we can work together on that. Well, that's it from me for another week. Join me again next week as we continue unpacking these 3 faces of leadership and we look at your professional leadership. I'll see you then.